Welcome to 362 Surber Drive, San Jose, California, 95123. Four bedroom, two bath, 1,912 square feet, plus or minus. They actually did an addition on a few years back and made it from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, added on like 300 or 400 square feet. This is a really well appointed house. The kitchen, the bathrooms are all completely updated. The floors were just redone. LED can lights all throughout the house. So the house already brings in a ton of light, but on the darker, at night and the evenings, you can turn up the LED lights. So you always have a ton of light everywhere, in every room. The family room is the only room with carpet in it, but it's a great place for the kids to go and play while you hole up in the living room, which is completely separate from there as well. Both bathrooms have been completely remodeled. This house is kind of unique. For example, when they did the HVAC, they did it on in the garage attic. So it's completely outside of the house. You don't really hear it, so it makes it super quiet and it's super efficient because it blows down instead of blowing up. It has a humidifier in the air conditioning as well, so the home stays moist during the summer months instead of the dry heat.
It's a dry heat. You want to stay away from the dry heat.
The garage also has generator hookup, so if you want to have a generator backup when power go out, which happens once or twice a year in California in our areas, you just hook up your battery, you hook up your generator to the wall, and you can dial in which houses or which appliances you want to have run constantly or run just sporadically. So it's done really, really amazingly well. So come on in, take a look. So I'm standing in the addition of this house, and again, it was around 1,600 square feet. Now it's 1,912 square feet, but again, that's up to the appraiser to decide. This whole area right here was an addition, and this was a closet of some sort, and then they pushed it out, so they just made this extra storage. And you can take the awesome dressers out and put a big cabinet here if you really want to have that storage. But you don't need to, because this house has tons of storage everywhere. And remember I told you about it being really bright? This is a solar tube right here, so you really don't even need to have lights on during the day, but I'm doing it because, you know, we're doing photography and you need to have lights for photography. So there you go. All right, so I mentioned earlier that it had a generator hookup. It's actually, that's the exterior wall, and I'll show it to you in a second, but right here, the electricity comes down, it goes here, and this is where your bus is to decide where you want to have it. So if you want to have your refrigerator going the entire time when the power's down, you have your generator hooked up, you can do that. You can do it with the AC, you can do it with computers if you want to have your computers going on. New water heater, washer and dryer stay. And right there is the attic for the garage, and that's where you find the HVAC. All this storage stays. There's a bunch of extra stuff here from the flooring, all the different things that they did to upgrade the house. This storage stays, the garage stays, or the refrigerator stays, and there's a reverse osmosis water softener here too. That obviously stays because it's in. And then there's a sprinkler right there. So let me take you to the outside. This guy right here, put your generator on the ground, hook it up right here. 220, handles 125 up to 250. Put that in there, and then you have power in your house when the power goes down. So really brilliant guy to think about that kind of stuff. We'll take you real quick to the backyard. So you might think that this is a standard backyard, but it's not. Precision engineering on this. This, the overhang that you see here, it's designed to keep the heat out of what's underneath. So it's almost like an insulator. It's not an insulator. It keeps it bright, but it also bounces the heat off. So it's kind of like a plastic corrugated, but it's a little more scientific than that. And it works amazingly well, because when I actually sat here with the sellers, it was 85 degrees out in spring. And we were talking, and you could totally tell that once you went outside, it was definitely 85 degrees. And in here, it felt like, 75, 80 degrees. So it knocks off 10 degrees. The trampoline and the swing set that you see back there stays as well. Everything that they did to this house, from the windows, the air conditioning, was completely over-engineered for the good, for the new owners. But they didn't do it for the owners, they did it for themselves. Everything that they, including the ductwork, the insulation, everything they did was top notch. I'm really happy for the new buyers when they come in and take a look. If you're interested in looking at this house, come on in. You can call one of my agents to have them let you in. The cool thing is that there's a park right down the street, like one block over. You have Santa Teresa High School, you have Herman Middle School, and a bunch of great little schools all over. Close to 85, Village Oaks, Oak Ridge Mall, and all sorts of great things. So hurry on down, because this one will not last. I think it's in fantastic shape. They took care of it for a very long time. They moved out of state. And if you're interested in learning more about moving out of state, the logistics behind it, the taxes, and all these other things that we can talk about, please give me a call. This is 362 Surber, 1,912 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Completely updated almost everything. Come on down, take a look. If not, we'll see you out there.